Welcome back everybody, my name is Eltimar and we are going to be continuing our Let's Play of Tower of Time. Where we left off last time, we destroyed a Titan. If this is Warhammer 40k, that would never have happened, but it's not, and so we won. Our characters look different as we level them up. I just realized that. They look really cool now. Like, look at him, he's all in full plate and stuff. Huh. I really like that. We do have a bunch of new gear that we haven't touched. This will surely be my last letter. I sent out a party to scout our rear over an hour ago. I told them to come back within 10 minutes, but they have not yet returned. I can't spare anyone else to form a search party for fear of reducing our numbers further. We have barely enough explosives to block off the corridors, but I won't risk leaving our comrades behind. No, we will stand our ground and fight to the last. The only way to defeat the horned white bear of the north is to avoid it. It looks as though these devas overwhelmed a small army of mages. I hope they're long gone. Well, there's only one way to find out. True. Plus 10 to mana. He's almost always out of mana. Okay, we're gonna ignore the forge for now. As is tradition. Alright, let's take a look at our gear. We got a bunch of new things. Let's take a peek. So we'll start out with Maeve, I guess. This is a new ring we have. Might Life. And restores mana per hit. Or no, sorry, the equipped one we have restores mana per hit. I like the mana per hit one. What about the other one? Just plus 2 might. Yeah, maybe. Oh, I have a sneeze. Oh, actually, we're gonna give it to her. Okay. Done. What about this hood? We would lose mastery and health. Oh no, we gain health, sorry. We'd gain mana pen, we'd gain critical chance. We'd gain some resistances, lose a little bit of earth, and gain armor. I don't think it's worth it. How about for him? It is... It's so-so. I don't think it's all that great. What about this ring? Plus 3 life. Mana pen, attack speed, movement speed. Actually, that's quite good. Done. How about these gloves? We lose mastery, which is not good. Are they good for you? No. Gone. We had a new sword, didn't we? Yeah. So we have Dragnipur, which I think hurts us. Or we can get this sword, which is a lot of fire damage. We lose armor pen. We lose magic, or no, we gain magic penetration. We lose critical, we lose mana drain. Yeah, let's just not. It's an okay sword, it's just not as good. Dual wield? We could totally just dual wield weapons, but then we lose our shield, and our shield is actually really good for staying alive, and also for our Thorns ability, which is the only reason I still have this stupid ring around. That Thorns ability is really powerful. I wonder if we have it as an enchantment. Okay, this chest piece, we lose some health regeneration. We gain some health points. We lose some armor. Yeah, I don't really like it. Okay, next. Boots. We lose some speed. We would lose our crit chance. We gain some movement speed, though. We lose health regeneration. We gain 10 health. I don't think it's worthwhile either, actually. And no one uses 200 weapons. Nope. Ooh, maybe. Okay, hang on. These pants might be better than ours. So more armor, slightly different resistances, more health regeneration, more mana regeneration, less attack speed, more same health, and less mana. Good enough. Sold. I'll take them. Gone. That shield is worse. That sword is worse. Yes. Don't need that. Probably never going to use that, but I'll keep it for now just in case. Get rid of that, get rid of that. These gauntlets are worse in some ways. Yeah, let's just get rid of them. Okay. Next up. Chest armor for her. Plus 3 life is actually kind of nice. But we would lose some skill power. We'd gain some health regen. You know what? She's got a lot of health. Plus 3 life would help out too. We still lose health though. We gain some resistances out of it as well. Or no, we wouldn't. Well, we gain some, but lose others. Anyways, I don't think it's worth it. Let's get rid of it. That is just objectively worse, and that ring is kind of garbage too. Mana siphon rings are good to have around. In fact, we could just put a second mana siphon ring on her. We do lose 2 might and a tiny bit of DPS, but then we have double mana siphon, so she'll always have mana around. Oh no, it only counts once. Oh. Or no, sorry, it doesn't have mana. I was reading that wrong. So where's that? Oh, wait a minute. Mana increase, health regeneration, void resistance. There's a lot of health regeneration on that ring. Alright, we'll give her that ring. What about your rings? What are they like? Oh yeah, he has that weird health point one that gives some regeneration. And an immunity to stun too, which is kind of cool. So hard to decide on rings. Might life, and she just has straight up mastery with health regen. What else do we have sitting around? I'm sure we had better rings than that. Could be wrong. First of all, that ring is garbage, get rid of it. Second of all, that ring is garbage, get rid of it. It's basically the exact same ring, except one gives more mana points. She has negative health regeneration. Maybe she should have this ring. Oh no, then we lose mastery, so maybe not. We could give her this ring, plus 2 life, lose 2 mastery, but we'd also gain some health regeneration. How much mana regeneration do we lose though? It's currently at 6.2. Okay, that's fine. Now she's not at negative health regeneration. Call that a win. Oh right, we're gonna look at this staff. So this staff is interesting. It has a lot of might on it. And his stats are not at all built for might anyways, so I don't think it's really worth it for him. No, I think his double wand is way better. Alright, so we can get rid of this, and we can get rid of... We'll keep that for now. Yeah. That is a decent amulet, but plus 2 mastery is not worth the mana loss. Gone. Gone. There, that's a little bit more organized. Let's continue on our way. We've geared up a little bit. I think we're just fine. There's some gold there, and a blocked path, which looks like the Titan has destroyed part of it. He starts clipping on things. Look at this place. Barricades, bodies, and signs of destruction everywhere. It doesn't take my battle-hardened eyes to recognize a battle from an all-out war. Be on your guard, High Courier. A battle of this scale danger may yet linger. As Kane moves off to investigate the area with weapon drawn, Eric steps alongside Maeve, staring at her with his piercing green eyes. What? Is this how all humans court one another? What? The shield guard clearly has feelings for you as you him. What in the world gave you that idea? He just told me to watch my back, just as he watches out for everyone else in the group. Curious, then I guess you wouldn't miss his attentions if they weren't offered? My mistake. As Eric walks off joining Rackham and the Frostling, Maeve is left standing by herself. Her eyes fall to Kane as he kicks over one of the corpses of the battle. Lost in thought, she watches as the shield guard fiercely clears the area of danger. Fearlessly, sorry, I was like, fiercely? What? Eric's words echoing in her mind. A moment later, Kane looks up, catching the marksman's gaze. Startled back to the present, she rushes to join the others. I wonder what they could have been fighting so passionately over. The sorrow of regret is an ever-growing weight. Do not let it settle over you, King's Courier, else you may be crushed. He waves his hand across the scene of destruction. Though your battle was not witnessed, and no memory exists in stone, somewhere someone remembers you. Rest in peace, my brothers and sisters. It's quite the battle. There's a lot of dead things. Where are we at now? Teleporter and a Deva pendant. What is that thing? This construct didn't look like anything we've seen so far. I think it must be one of those Deva things. A race of mechanical people. Could the tower itself have constructed these beings? Another defense mechanism of some kind? Sorry about that, I had a sudden cough. That was really unexpected. We can ask the Avatar when she reappears. If she reappears, it has been quite some time. Wait a second, Beck. Do you know anything about the Tower Avatar? Tower Avatar? There is no such record of any such manifestation in my memory. I knew there was something about her. Hold on, Maeve. You're not familiar with the caretaker of this tower? She's visited and helped us a number of times. Searching. Please stand by. No, my apologies, but there is no record of any caretaker in my memory. It is certainly possible this caretaker took position during a time I was deactivated, and my memory ranks were never updated. That must be it then. Those expedition people never mentioned her either. She must be a more recent addition of the tower. God Dwarf, I must create a memory of this creature's remains, this Deva. Does your learned mind tell you anything about it? No, friend Frohe. The metal of this exoskeleton is unknown to me, though by quick study, I doubt our weapons could penetrate it easily, for whatever that's worth. Enough, I grow weary of these pointless speculations. Must we always contemplate every single thing we encounter here? What is, what will be, will be. A most peculiar perspective coming from a race which supposedly valued knowledge above all else. Tell us, Mystic, are all shadows so short-sighted and simplistic, or are you unique among your pinkful? Elven mockery, all bark and no bite. Such incessant banter. Perhaps I was wrong. Perhaps you are not the Six after all. Enough. Must we behave like uncivilized brutes, constantly at each other's throats? Do not forget we're all here for one common goal. If we can agree on nothing else, let this one thing bind us. If we are to have any chance of success, our egos must be left behind, here and now. Only as one do we have any chance at all of completing my lord's task, and from this we currently stray back to the task at hand. That's true, we are kind of straying a little bit from the path. Alright, so let's get the Deva pendant. It is plus 30 air resistance, 6 armor pen, 6 mana pen, and 6 armor. Not that good, it's okay, but it's nothing special. Got a new teleporty. What does that lever do? Oh hey, it opens that thing. Something that we might have needed a lever for in the past. Letter. The sense of dread grows each day, as if impending doom lurks around every corner. Though I know this for a fact in my heart, I dare not share it with the others. We have slain dozens of the Deva, holding our line with ease. Then, without warning or explanation, new types of mechs came against us, stronger, faster, with 9 impenetrable armor. With no defense against them, our only option was to fall back. Could the Deva have been toying with us this whole time, or simply sending weaker scouts against us, probing our strengths and weaknesses? Only 3 of us remain now. There is no doubt in my mind we will all die when the next attack comes. My single desperate prayer that fool Brompton will switch the generator back on before the Deva's attack arrives. I know he's a renowned mage, but as a soldier he's all spit and polish, and no spine. He must have panicked and shut it down to save his own skin. The worst part of waiting for the inevitable is knowing full well we could have made it to the rift and sealed it behind us. If only Brompton's and Roman B's troops gave us the support when we called for it. If their men had rallied to our side, perhaps we could have located even the missing chief and engineer. I don't think they could have, because everyone was dead. There is a creature up there. We'll deal with that in a sec. But for now, we're gonna go look around more. The gun. Original edition. That is a hell of a lot of damage. That's some serious armor penetration too. Let's take a look at that. So our guns give 2 speed and some other junk, but this gun is much slower, but hits like a freight train. Sold. But we'll switch these guns around. That's now our stat stick, and that's our primary gun. Does insane single target, like alpha strike damage, main damage. It's slow as hell though. It shoots 1 round every, was it 0.1 rounds every second? 0.13 every second. Health regen per second. We will give that to our Whisper, because she has a problem with dying. There's a note with a code and a heavy steel door. Old scroll 2129. Be right back in 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a quick door related situation. Let's open this chest. It's not a mimic. There hasn't been any mimics in a while, so that's kind of nice. I'm still a little paranoid about them though. Beneath a small mound of scrap metal, your champions find a bunch of torn pages. Most have faded with time, but one in the middle reads, "A most wondrous thing. During one of the surveys of this floor, our team came across a door made of an unknown metal fused with some kind of indecipherable magic. Unable to open the door, the team called for my expertise. Bringing the most brilliant engineers and magi with me to study it, I am certain now that the door is not an original part of the tower. It must have been constructed much later, perhaps only a few years before the sacrifice. The mark of the first Magus, Proteus himself, is inscribed on the door. After much effort, we realize it is beyond our means to open right now. We decided to continue our exploration of the lower level, in the hope of finding a way to open the door at a later time. We've been extremely careful in recovering artifacts, but perhaps it's time to take more risks. Fortune favors the bold, as they used to say back in the olden days. Whatever is hidden behind this door must be incredibly important. Chief Engineer Conrad." Looks whatever it is very dangerous behind there. "Stand back, boys. A mysterious locked door. That's my department. Nay, lassie. This door is beyond your ability to open. Better let me have a look. Both of you should stand back. Keen eyes or dipped hands will not help us here. This is a thing of magic. Be silent. You are all ill-equipped for this. Let the Queen of Shadows examine it." Whisper slips in between the others and thrusts her ethereal arm inside the door. Her face is enveloped in deep concentration. Observing your party from atop the crystal throne, you realize the champions are becoming more and more hostile towards each other. While some animosity is to be expected within any group forced together in such an intimate condition, there should have been some measure of brotherhood formed between them by now. The friction among your champions seems to have increased significantly since entering the current level of the tower. Eager to understand the problem at hand, you probe the minds of the party and sense something unusual. There's a strange pressure within their minds, an external force pushing back against you. Forced to increase your mental effort, you concentrate harder, using all of your effort to understand this unexpected presence. In only a few short moments, a familiar presence floods your mind. So you finally found it. She is back and she keeps her eyes on you again. What do you mean, she? The tower avatar? Is she the one responsible for dividing my people? Yes, the avatar, self-proclaimed guardian of this place. I'm surprised you did not discover her interference earlier. I have told you before that she will hinder your progress by whatever means necessary. Did you assume the creation of hostile guardians is the only power she has? Ah, my dear boy, think again. Boy, I'm hardly a boy now. To an everlasting being such as myself, what else could you be? You are a child in my eyes and will always remain so. Do not be offended. You are all like children to me, the future of our world, the very thing I'm sworn to protect at any cost. For this and this alone is my sole purpose. Strange to live so long and see things as you do. I'm not sure I'd want that perspective or responsibility. Tell me more about the Avatar. She has been absent for some time. Where is she now? She must be preoccupied elsewhere in the tower. In truth, I do not know. She hides herself from me, as I hide myself from her. What can I do about her influence on the party? There's only one course of action. Exert a stronger presence to counter hers. My champions risk everything descending into this tower. I will not rob them of their free will, stripping them of all that they are, forcing them to become mere wooden puppets of my whim. I will do no such evil. As you wish, do what you will, but be ready, for the time will come where the hidden desires turn into open hostility. Sooner or later, they will force you to choose sides. You must choose wisely. But the mental state of your champions is not why I speak to you now. I come to explain the door before you, or the door before which your heroes now stand. This metal bars the way. The final resting place of someone dear to me. She has no bearing on your champions reaching the bottom of the tower. I ask of you, respect the sanctity of this place. Let her rest in peace. Do not seek entry to this chamber. I understand. Who is she? Would there be time for such a lengthy discussion? I would explain her identity, but I grow fatigued and must rest. Farewell for now, boy. The presence in your mind fades and the mysterious voice vanishes from your consciousness. The silence once again draws your attention to your party, who continue their inspection of the strange door. As you ponder the best way to pull your champions back from the door, leaving their remains within undisturbed, the door suddenly unlocks. Faintest of feminine giggles echoes within your mind. Well done, Whisperer, you opened it. Did you ever doubt my ability? I'm going in, because I do not care. And also, that doesn't look like the resting place of any person. Oh, never mind, there's a person there. So a bunch of guardians. Normal guardians. Let's go kill them all. Oh, I love this tile set. It's so nice. It's a very cool library type thing. The phantom bow is now a phantom crossbow. Interesting. Try this headshot thing. Damn. Its cooldown is monstrous though, holy crap. 90 seconds. I guess for such a powerful attack that makes a lot of sense though. We need to get in the middle. This is silly, trying to like move around pillars and stuff like that. It's really not working out for us all that well. Seems most of our enemies are up here, we might as well get up here, I guess. Alright, good enough. Put everyone here. We're about halfway done. We're now officially halfway done. Do we not have the mana for that attack? It's only 80 mana. We have lots of mana. Instant kill on that thing. It's a pretty cool attack, I gotta say. Alright, no more testing on the abilities. Let's just win the fight. %, getting there. I like when they all come from one direction, but they're not this time. So many enemies, so little time. How much does our thorns do? Let's watch. 14 a tick or so? That's not bad. It's pretty decent damage. It can even crit, I think. Huh. We should just buff up his armor as much as we can. Damn, that's some serious damage. Nothing really we need. Okay, so there is a thing in here. Your party enters a strange room, or a room filled with strange experiments. Let me restart that, that's not at all what it says. Your party enters a room filled with strange equipment. Large tubes and metal conduits, glass ropes pulsating with flashing lights, machines of all shapes and sizes buzzing with soft whirs and pops. A large metal chamber with translucent door dominates the center of the room. Look at this, there's a body inside. Whoever she was, she must have been a great warrior to be preserved like this. Once again, your assumptions are incorrect, marksman. This is no corpse. I can see this life spark within her, faint, but there nonetheless. Quickly, we must find a way to open the sarcophagus. But how? Do we dare to press the buttons and turn levers at a random, hoping for the best when a life is at stake? Mech, do you know what this is? Affirmative, this is a stasis device. It preserves the person inside, suspending them in time. Splendid, my dear Mech. Do you know how to open it? Affirmative, shall I do it? Of course, hurry up and do it. This must be our last character. I wonder what she is. I'm kind of curious. Before your champion's eyes, a figure emerges from the stasis tank. A human female in her 20s, dressed in skin-tight clothing unlike anything you've ever seen. Even more astonishing is the dark gray metal arm. Mechanical arm, substituting one of flesh. Its fingers opening and closing. Wrist and elbow articulating with dexterity equal to any normal appendage. The girl's legs wobble with weakness, forcing her to grab onto the tank to keep her from falling over. Without thinking, Kane rushes to her side to help, but she recoils from his touch, her face flushed with wide-eyed confusion. Don't be afraid, Your Grace. We only mean to offer aid. The girl shakes her head a few times, as if to force her to her senses. With a sudden stern look, she hops back from Kane, focuses her gaze towards the party, and raises her hands in front of her in a defensive manner. Let me try. Sheath your weapons, all of you. Clearly she doesn't understand us. She's terrified. Whoever you are, don't be alarmed. No harm will come to you by our hands, I promise. A massive, dark shadow drops across the startled young woman as Boron approaches. When the Frosting extends his hand in an effort to help calm the girl, she gasps and recoils. Rackham quickly steps before the giant, pushing him back with one hand while gesturing for the girl to calm down with his other. Easy, Frohead, don't spook her. At the front, a sudden look of recognition spreads across the girl's face. She lowers her arms and steps confidently towards Rackham. Orgonda, Agomon, Brukenag, Brukenok. Every member of the party stops in their tracks and listens to the young woman, though none understand her words. I've never met a dwarf that doesn't speak dwarfish. I'm afraid I cannot answer you proper, my lady. My ears serve me you're speaking the old tongue. Not a dwarf alive today still speaks the old way, nor truly understands it. Grunspec Ogru Usuman common tongue, especially among my new friends here. Not alive today? What a strange thing to say. Who are you and where am I? We're a team of explorers. We found this chamber and opened the machine you were sleeping in. I'm the leader of this group, Kane. Who are you? I am Kayla. But what has happened? Where is everyone else? Did Dalenor send you to retrieve me? How are we faring in the war? Did we manage to save the Stone Citadel? What is it? Your eyes are so lost. We don't have any idea what you're talking about. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but it looks like you've been asleep for a long time. A very long time. A long time? What day is it? I think the more accurate answer to your question is the year, not the day. It is 1001 AS. 1001 AS? What does that even mean? The 5th era calendar has no such year. We're not familiar with the calendar you mentioned. Ours is measured from the distant past. AS means after sacrifice. We know that the ancients started to count the time anew after this event, though we don't really know what the sacrifice refers to. In any case, I'm afraid at least 1,000 years must have passed while you were asleep. 1,000 years? No, it's not possible. No, my brother. Where's my brother? Kayla's eyes dart across the room, like a panicked animal trapped in a corner. Without warning, her legs give out from under her and she slumps to the floor exhausted. Tears stream from her closed eyes. Your party gathers around the distraught girl, offering as much comfort as they can. A few moments later, Kayla calms down and starts asking questions. Your party describes the current state of Artara, their own adventures in the tower, and their ultimate goal of reaching the bottom. In turn, Kayla discusses the state of Artara during the time she remembers. Unfortunately, sleeping for 1,000 years has led to significant memory gaps and loss. She cannot explain who she is or even how she ended up with an artificial arm. New character though. What was this war you were fighting? Who is your enemy? Do you know anything about the mysterious powder that resides below? Power, sorry. I don't remember, I'm sorry. But you mentioned some names, Dalenor, the Stone Citadel, the war. I know, they just came to me like fragments of a dream that you remember only for a short time after waking. I hope you don't hold it against me. I swear I do not intend to deceive you. I'm sure more of it will come back to me in time. Then let us return to the throne room. You can rest there and we'll introduce you to my lord. I'm not sure that's such a good idea, okay? We don't know anything about her. She could be a threat. With the way this tower is, she is most definitely a threat. But at the very least trouble, I can smell it. A creature that frail a threat? Unlikely. No, we'll take her back for an audience with my lord. If she's unworthy, it will not remain hidden from his eyes. Let us go. My lord will have many questions. As you wish, but I'm afraid I won't be able to answer any new questions your lord puts to me. I'll try, but my head hurts so much, I just can't seem to remember. Kayla has arrived before the Crystal Throne. A true ancient, locked in stasis for over 1,000 years. Unlike your other champions, you cannot sense what Kayla thinks or feels. Perhaps her body is simply too different, or perhaps she has some mental technique to block you. The young woman has been through so much. It's a wonder her mind did not shatter when everything was explained to her. You cannot help but admire her inner strength and resolve. She approaches closer, bows her head slightly in a sign of respect, and speaks in a deep, melodic voice. Welcome. I was told that you hear and see everything that takes place in this tower. That is good. We don't have to waste time, and I can get to the point. Allow me to join your team. I need to find out what happened while I was locked in stasis. I need to learn the fate of my brother. I offer you my strong arm, a keen eye, and a master-level knowledge of mechanics. If you don't allow it, I will search the tower from top to bottom, alone if I must. You smile warmly, seeing the determination in her eyes, and wonder what her real story is. If only she were not hindered by an inability to recall her past. There is so much she could reveal, though she may never recover her memories. You allow her to accompany your party to learn the fate of her brother. Kayla is an engineer and she resides in the Artificer's Hall, which is currently capped at level 7. Let us take a... not challenges. What am I doing? Back to the machine works. We'll lose Kane for just a moment and just take a look at our new character, and then we'll call it a video. So what does she have for abilities? First of all, rapid fire. It increases her attack speed by 50%, which is pretty good. Summon lightning rod, which is a summon, and does lightning, which jumps between it. So it's a chain lightning rod. Cool. Electric cage. Locks the enemies inside for a duration and may do damage. Yeah, we can set it to do some damage. Summon a mech. We can make a mech to have taunt. We can summon multiple mechs. Actually, that's kind of cool. I might take her along just for that. And avoid grenade. Using the Tesla cannon. Summon Titan. Okay, so she's going to be our new character. We're not going to bring Kane along anymore. We don't really need him. It'll be fine. Everything will be a-okay. We guess we should probably set some abilities though. And some stats too. So she is going to be... does she use guns as well? I think she does. Boom. Guns. I don't have any good gear for her at the moment. Kinda wish I hadn't gotten rid of all my old gear now. We'll build her some equipment maybe or something like that. Let's take a look at her skill tree though again. Alright, so what 4 skills do we want? We have 5 currently, and I do want Tesla cannon. That's going to be one of them. And definitely summon mech is going to be another. I think lightning rod will be the third. I don't think we need rapid fire. I think instead of rapid fire, I'll take Tesla cannon. Alright. Rapid fire is gone. Lightning thing. We can add a stun duration or more jumps. We'll add more jumps. Electric cage, we can get up to tier 3. Actually, just get tier 2 for now. Let's make sure we get all of our mech upgrades. And we're gonna get more mechs, because I want all the mechs. If we can just get a swarm of mechs, I'll be very happy. And then a Titan as well later on. Oh, that's gonna be so exciting. What level is that at? Level 9, we get a Titan. I really want to get a blueprint for her now so I can upgrade her to get Titans. I'm really excited for this. We can get a beam dealing a lot of damage. We can make it shoot wider, hitting more things, but for less damage. Or we can add damage and hit less things. We'll add damage and hit less things, I think. Okay, now our other... oh, if we get all 3 levels of it, we can't get any of the additional parts. What if we just have this for now? Wait, what? Well, I still have lots of points left. Why am I... Weird. That's all still good. I think we can level her up to level 7 as well, so we should do that. But, more importantly, we can get weakness or damage per second in air. I'm thinking damage per second in air. Alright, let's go quickly back to town and get her to level 7, because she's going to need that. We need the blueprint to upgrade her again, so that's just going to be something we do later. We're almost done this level. We have one more side quest to finish, one more enchant scroll, and one more battle to do. We're very close to the end. Now, what did we gain here? Nothing for our lightning rod. We can do one more electric thing. We can also get more mechs, so we get 7 mechs now when we pull them out. And nothing for that. Gravity pulls a new ability. It pulls everything close in. I don't really care too much about that. I want the Titan though, and the Titan's going to replace probably the electric cage thing. I should probably also get her some stats. So mastery is going to be important to her, I think. In fact, I'm just going to get mastery on life, probably. I just want her skill powers to be really high so that our mechs do a lot of damage, and so does her lightning attacks and everything. Alright, let's try this out. So we do have a new character. I think Maeve is leading the group now, since we've regulated Kane to support character. I really want that summon Titan though. I love summons. I think they're really good in this game. This is the last fight. I think we have more... Oh, we don't have any more of these mystery numbers to get. Just Faradis. We have to return to him. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and end the last side quest then. Faradis needs to be activated, or not activated, but told about his brave new future. That'll be really quickly. It'll happen really quickly, I should say. And we're like way over time on this video, but that's okay. It's fine, everything's good. Faradis looks happy. Thank you, my friends. You've returned purpose to an old forgotten statue. Faradis is contemplating the fountain, and its waters circulate endlessly. Your champions lead him to it. Oh, that was it. We didn't have to... That was... okay. We just literally had to talk to him, and that was the end of the quest. Which means we only have one battle and one scroll left to do. We'll do those 2 in the next video, and then we'll head down to the next level. So like always, if you have any suggestions or comments, please leave them below. Others, I'll see you next time. Take care.